Good morning, my ninjas. How are you guys doing? It's your girl, Owamie, aka Miss for Call. Welcome back for entertainment. If it's the first time joining me, I must definitely welcome. Please do subscribe and of course hit the bell. I absolutely love you. Now, today we're going to be doing the video 29 things I've learned in 29 years. Yes, I've seen other people do these videos. And I thought of it, I was like 29 things when I started jotting them down, you guys, because I actually jotted this down. Like, that's how serious this is. I actually quite found that I've learned a lot more, but of course I had to cut at 29 because of it would defeat the whole purpose of the video. So thank you guys so much for the love and support. I saw some of you guys actually asking, oh, did you just not love your ring? I absolutely love it. Bam, this was part of my present, guys. I really am in love with this ring so much. It had to get resized, so that's why I didn't have it, and we didn't have time to go and get it because of the up and down. You guys know the sisters were here, whatever. By the time we have to go and get it, they'll be closed or whatever. It was just a nightmare, but I'm really happy. We got back from Bloemfontein on Friday, Saturday being labo. Okay, I had to go and get my baby. So Yom Gozi videos will definitely come. Yom Gozi, okay, will come from 8 o'clock until who knows, because I've got quite a lot of things to cover up with you guys. So anyway, these are the videos for those that actually love these videos, you know, this talk about life and my life experiences. I'm not saying that I know everything about everything. My experiences in life have been very difficult. Some of them have been very difficult, and of course I've learned quite a lot. I saw some of you guys were very shocked that I'm 29 years old. I feel like the fact that obviously, like, I'm a thick-boned woman, like, I'm big. I'm not a small petite girl, you understand? So maybe some people would think that I'm older, but I feel like one of the biggest reasons would be that if you look at me and you listen to what I say, you pick my mind, you would doubt you would doubt that I'm 29 years old. And that is because of the life experiences I've had to go through, you guys. I've had to mature a lot quicker. I had to be a mother of 3 at the age of 24, and I have never even given birth. So you understand what I'm saying? So life, obviously, life definitely makes you mature a lot quicker. I used to be bitter about it, but you know, I've gotten to a point in my life where I've accepted it because there's just no other way. You can't change certain things. So let's go ahead and talk about this. And of course, what I have learned might not be what you agree with, because of life teaches us things in different ways. There is no wrong or right when it comes to life lessons, because we learn in different ways at different places, and of course what different individuals. What works for me may not work for you, but at the end of the day, I feel like there's absolutely no fault in trying something that someone tried and it worked for them. Hey, what if it works for you too? So we're gonna go ahead and start. The first thing is it is okay to be me. It is okay for me to be Miss Focal, crazy, loud, laughing, just like listen, okay, it's okay for me to be me. For the longest time, I really had a problem with that. I didn't want to just be myself fully, and growing up, I tried, you know, to just say, okay, someone does this and I think that works, so maybe I should just, you know, be that. It was like, it's okay to try things that other people try, but it's wrong if you just do not know who you are and you obviously don't want to be yourself. So I've had to learn that it's okay to actually be me, and it's okay for you to be you as well, okay? The second thing I've learned is that I am enough. Guys, honestly, being a girl, I feel like it's super difficult. Being a girl from a rural area and, you know, poverty and whatever, I feel like it even makes situation a lot more difficult. Growing up, when you're actually like coming into like dating and stuff like that, that some people that you meet in your life, and they will make you feel like you are not enough at all. It's like you're not enough. And honestly, for me, like, as I've grown, obviously, like, you know, to be a 29-year-old, okay, I've actually realized that I'm enough, you know. I'm more than enough, actually. If anyone wants me to give more than myself, then you just don't deserve who I am, and you don't deserve me. So I have no business being with you, okay, be it in friendship, relationship, even like, you know, family. So the third thing is I am in no competition with no one. Honestly, this one I just refuse to be. I'm not in competition with anyone. For the longest time I feel like I actually put myself and I feel like when you are in competition with people, you keep on comparing yourself to other people. It's like, oh, you know, like that one is doing this, she's making it in life, you know, she's doing that, yet look at my stuff, what. Instead of actually focusing on your own growth and your own personal, like who you are, you're so checking like what that person is doing, and it's not helping you with anything in your life except to make you feel horrible and make you feel down, and now you can't focus on the things that you're supposed to focus on. So I definitely say that I definitely had to learn that I'm not in competition with anybody. I'm only in competition with myself. If I'm able to do more this year than I did, like, or this month than I did last month, then I'm happy. The only person I'm in competition with is myself, and that's it. Point number 4, and I guess it also goes with that whole comparing yourself to other people, is that people are not as happy as they portray. Okay, this whole Instagram life and whatever, Facebook, social media life, to be honest with you guys, like I have actually come to a realization that even if it was a matter of you are in competition or not, people are not as happy as they portray to be, and people are in a lot worse situations than some of us, but we do not know, because obviously they will choose to show us whatever it is that they actually want us to see. And so yeah, it makes me feel good though. I'm not even going to lie. It's like whenever I'm going through like some rough patches in my life, I look at myself and I'm like, I know they are also going through the rough patch. They're just not going to tell me. So it makes me feel better, and it makes me live this life a lot more easier. So people are not as happy as they portray, boom, okay? Yeah, like I know someone will be like, oh, Owamie, it's true, okay? Even when you're going through something horrible, just say, you know what, I'm not alone. Other people are also going through it, so I'm gonna just go ahead and soldier on, because other people are also soldiering on, you know. Fake it till you make it. This other one says there is no such thing as a perfect life, and of course I feel like they were going hand in hand. There's no such thing as a perfect life. Nobody has a perfect life. Even if you can look at someone, you're like, oh my gosh, you know, they have this, they have that, they have that. No one has a perfect life. I remember someone actually sent me a message, and that was on WhatsApp, and that person was like, wow, you know, I envy you, I envy your life. You have everything, like you have a perfect life. And you know, I looked at the person and I was like, why would you say that? You know, started counting a lot of things, which I feel like sometimes, of course, we are gonna be, when we're living, you may not see all your blessings. I'm blessed to have like such a loving husband. My husband does every single thing for me. That man can move mountains for me. I've got sisters that love me and everything. But you know, I actually said, oh, and I also have got a thriving career. So I'm like, with my career, honestly, I'm happy, thanks to you guys anyway, so thank you. But I actually just told that person, I was like, wow, so you think my life is perfect, yet I'm out here. And last night I just went to bed crying because I was missing my mom like nobody's business. The biggest pain I have is the fact that no matter how much money I make, I'll never be able to spoil my mother, you understand, because she's no longer here. So I actually just pointed those things out to that person to say no one has a perfect life, and it is the truth. Nobody has a perfect life. We will not have every single thing. And that is it. And I feel like I've gotten to that point in my life where I'm like, I'm fine with that, because I know I'm not the only one. It's the whole world. Nobody has a perfect life. You may have money, but perfect life, nobody has that, okay? So the next thing I've also learned is that I am not in control of my life but my actions. And I feel like this one will be one of those things that actually goes against, like, you know, motivational speakers. You need to be in control of your life, you need to be I don't believe in that. You cannot be in control of your life. You can be in control of your actions, because think about it, that people that you went to school with probably, and you guys graduated same day, probably even got the same marks, but at the end of the day, if you look at it, you're working 2 different jobs and they're paying different amounts. So obviously someone will always have, you know, a step ahead, or it may be you, or it may be someone. So you cannot really be in control of your life, because guys, For me, that's what I've said, and I'm okay with it. Like I'll be in control of my actions, but wherever life decides to take that direction, you don't know, because life gives its own blows. And when you are someone that is so fixated in I'm in control of my life, I'm in control of my life, and you actually find out that you're not in control of your life, that is when depression hits, that is when problems are there. I used to be one of those people that thought that I was so much in control of my life. I even had a plan, girl. I'm gonna go to Medunsa. I went to Medunsa. I'm gonna do my BSc. I did my BSc. From there, I said I'm gonna either switch to BK, BDS, but the one I actually needed was MBCHB. So I actually switched to BK. Then my mother passed, then depression hit, then girl went almost crazy. Then that whole MBCHB dream never really like got there. But now when I think of it, I'm like, oh my gosh, thank goodness, because I hate blood, I hate seeing people that are sick. It's really just not for me. It was really downing me. So in which universe are you in control of your life? Because there's certain blows that will come and you're just not in control of them, but yet there they are with your life. So I felt I'm gonna just be in control of my actions, but my life, I'm not in control of it. And that's what I've actually learned. So someone may disagree with that one, but that's what I've actually learned, you guys. The next one says, I deserve the best. Yes, I deserve the best, my girl. Okay, to be honest with you, I love myself very, very much. I've gotten to a level in my life where it really doesn't matter what someone thinks of me, or you know, how they see me, or blah blah blah. I know for a fact that I deserve nothing but the best, and that comes with friendships, relationships, everything. Like, I deserve the best. I deserve it. Okay, so the next thing is that trust no humans. Oh my gosh. Unless if it's my husband. Honestly, trust people as far as you can throw them. If you can throw them here, then trust them there, you know. At the end of the day, I feel like in life, people who just, some people are there in your life to use you. Some people are there in your life like to just do crazy stuff. Do you know how much information we actually know because of you trusted a friend and told a secret that you were not supposed to tell, and that friend is out there busy paperizing your business, we're out here getting tips, you know, and stuff like that. So in life, honestly, I've just learned, trust no one, you know. Don't trust people, love them all, but yeah, trust no one. The next one says, not all men are trash. Now this is something that of course I've had to learn, because you know, growing up, especially like in the village where you don't see like happy marriages as much, like, I mean, I feel like I always just had a bigger dream of marriage. Like, I always saw something that was bigger, and I'm so blessed that I'm living that dream. Like, to have a husband that loves you with every single thing that he is, treats you right, doesn't cheat on you and whatnot. And I feel people have this whole thing of, oh, men are trash, blah blah blah, oh, men cheat, oh, men this. No, your man cheat, your man is trash, not everyone's man. So that's something that I've actually learned. I mean, listen, whatever works for you will work for you, but I'm telling you, not all men are trash. And I think that statement, that whole thing of, oh, all men are trash, but I should just be trashed in itself. So yeah, that's something that I've actually learned. Fun fact. Another one says, even when your worst nightmares happens, never stop living. Wow, I'm gonna just get personal. Obviously, I'm always personal with you guys. After my mom passed, you guys, I feel like I lost about 3 years of my life that I will never ever gain back. I stopped living. Depression definitely took its you know, toll on me. And you know, there are times, sometimes where I think maybe I should have just pushed harder, but at that time I know for a fact I was in no way or mind of, like, it was that whole thing again of letting go of control, like that I'm not in control of my life, you know, that whole thing. You know, when your worst nightmares happen, you guys, like, never stop living. I mean, it may slow you down, but just never stop living. You need to just continue living, because there's just no other way. And I pray to God that I never have to use this one myself again, because to be honest with you, it was the worst time of my life. So yeah. The next one says, no one owes me nothing. I used to be one of those people, you guys, that used to believe, because I'm someone that whenever I do for you, I do wholeheartedly, and I'm slowly learning, you know, slowly but surely, to say, girl, restrict yourself from helping people, okay? So I remember when we were in university, I was at a position where I could help my friends, people I called my friends, and I used to help them, you know. I used to have a car, I used to charge people for transport, I used to do businesses like from a long time ago, you guys. I'll tell you all business I've ever done. And I remember when it's my friends, you know, I'd never charge them. I'd pick them up from wherever, take them wherever, blah blah blah, we're friends. But when I got, you know, sick and I had to get off school, I didn't have money and whatnot. I remember there was a time, obviously, I think I've spoken about this, I struggled to get 5 friends to buy a loaf of bread, but combined all my friends that I was helping on a regular basis the time that I could were earning over 100,000 rands per month. So for me, I used to feel like they owe me, you know, because I helped them. Like, why can't you help me back? Like, it should come natural. How am I out here like struggling for 5 friends when my friends are earning over 100,000 all combined, and like, you know, like those kind of things. But I looked at it and I was like, you know, no one owes me nothing, not even your parents. Like, nobody owes you nothing in this world. And I think that was when I actually started to take control of my own life, because I refused to be like a victim, you know. I just said, you know what, I'm gonna take responsibility for everything that I'm doing here, and I'm gonna go ahead and just start living my life, and I'm gonna take control of my life. And I started doing that, started doing my own things, and now, you know, we are fine. Then the next one says, no one is coming to help you. It goes hand in hand with what I was actually saying. If you're still living your life thinking that someone is going to come and help you, you are very much wrong. I remember when I started my YouTube channel, you guys, no one helped, and to be honest with you, I didn't know anything. I was struggling to even get airtime. I remember Celsi at that time used to have a gig, I think for 15 rands, where you would use from 1 a.m. to 7 a.m. So I would stay up all day, all night, googling, searching how to do this, how to do that, because obviously I couldn't afford to get data that I'll use during the day. And yet I learned so much that now, to be honest with you, like, when it comes to this ish, girl knows her things, okay? Oop. So no one is coming to help you. I think people need to learn to start helping themselves. Like, that is just how it is, and that is how life is, honestly. If you wait for someone to come help you, you might wait for the rest of your life. The next one says, friends are a courtesy only moneyed people have. Preach, Owamie, preach. When you have no money, you have no friends. I'm telling you. I feel like skill comes with money. If you have got a skill that is able to make you money, then people will befriend you. Because number one, they need that skill. And of course, they see the skill is working for you. So they want it to work for them as well, which is why I feel now for me it's very difficult, and I feel like it's gonna be very difficult for me to make friends. You know, of course I'm gonna have to be very selective, and it's not even because if I think I'm special or anything. You guys know what just happened. Some people are out there just pretending, and I think I've been naive to think that I'm still just the Owamie back then. You know, I'm not. So I need to guard my heart, obviously. But I'm telling you, friends, I can receive that many people have. When you're broke, you have nothing, you don't have friends. So I would always advise you, no matter what happens, never choose your friends over your family or over your career or over your time. Because at the end of the day, those people, if you don't have what you have now, they are gone like that. And most of them don't even like you, by the way. Spoiler alert. How do you think we know your secrets? So you need to be very, very careful. Friends are just a courtesy that only moneyed people have. The next one says, family is not by blood but by heart. For me, honestly, you guys, I feel like for the longest time I let people walk all over me just because, oh, they're family, that's my blood. Not anymore, girl. I don't care who you are. I don't even care if we share blood. If you do not bring anything positive in my life, you're out. you is out. If I have someone that is close to me, I mean, I do have friends, you guys, like people that I do consider family, people that are there for me and whatnot, and so those are the ones that I consider family even more than some people that were blood related, because if you're not in my life, you don't contribute anything positive in my life, what business do I have calling you my family? And if you come wrong, Mugo will cut you off your life. Like, that's it. I'm very much guarding my heart right now. I feel like I'm about to hit 30. I don't have time to waste. I need to make it in life. And I cannot be carrying dead weight in my life, so I'm definitely just not anymore with that. The next one says it's okay to be selfish. It's definitely okay to be selfish, you guys. And of course, it's something that I would say my therapist is the one that helped me so much with that one. I'm someone that gives and gives and gives and gives and gives, and can be so selfless that I end up just putting myself on the line. And so, you know, my therapist really like taught me that it's okay to be selfish. You can think for yourself first before any other person, and that's okay. And of course, I do that these days. The next one says therapy is for strong people, not weak people. Growing up, obviously, to see a therapist was something that was very odd. I used to think it's just things that white people do for fun, because as blacks, we honestly don't care too much about our mental health. But right now, I'm an advocate. Go see a therapist. As we're speaking right now, I'm gonna be going to see my therapist. I think it will be next week. I am seeing a shrink. That's me. And it's not even a matter of because of anything. I feel the same way you take a bath every day, the same way if you're sick you go to a doctor, it's the same way you need to debunk things that are in your mind, and there's a doctor for your mind, like a therapist. Even though maybe they might not say they're doctors, but for me, honestly, they do so much work. And when your mind is right, everything is just right. So I honestly just say it's for strong people, it's not for weak people, because it takes a strong person to realize that I need help. So the next one says life is not that serious. Life is really not that serious, you guys. Between the age of, I think, 23 and 28, I think. Wow, like I used to take life so seriously. I used to be like, oh my gosh, you know, this that. It's not that serious. I think taking life too serious is the thing that gives some people depression, and I'm one of those people, because when you think life is too serious, you know, whenever things are not going the way you thought they were supposed to go, then it's a problem. So for me, honestly, life is not that serious, guys, and that's what I've learned. So the next one says you will not have everything planned out in your 20s. Unless if you're one of those lucky people that graduate school at the age of 25 and they're doctors then, and you know, they immediately get a job or whatever, they're making money, they're driving big cars. To be honest with you guys, you will not have life figured out. Even then, even when you have money and a good job, you might find that you're still struggling finding, you know, the right suitor, the proper person and whatnot. So for me, I don't see you just having the perfect life and everything is planned out in your 20s. Majority of us anyway do not have that, so stop putting too much pressure on yourself. However, I'm not saying that you need to just be careless and live like, you know, because 30 will be approaching. But at the same time, I feel like don't put too much pressure on yourself, because not everyone has it planned out in their 20s. The next one says life has no pattern. Life absolutely has no pattern, you guys. I feel like growing up, I was told so much, like, this is how life is supposed to go. You go from high school, you go to varsity, you pass, you do not fail, because obviously in life there are no failures whenever you're planning right. And then after that, from varsity, you go, you get a job. When you get a job, that is when you get a boyfriend. From a boyfriend, he's gonna become your husband. He doesn't cheat or break your heart. When you're planning life, no. And then obviously you get your kids and blah blah blah. Guess what? Life has no pattern. Sometimes you go from high school to varsity, failing, first child with some, you know, douchebag. Come home, sit down, go back and pass. then you're gonna get the man of your dreams, the job of your dreams, and everything. So life is no pattern, you guys. Sometimes the school you think you're gonna finish, you won't finish. Hey, maybe your destiny is to be a YouTuber and just be freaking rich. I received that. I just, like, it's life. I feel people need to stop putting life in pockets, because in life everyone has their own exam paper, and it's not the same. It will not work out the same. So life has no pattern. Stop stressing yourself. Another thing says work smarter than harder. No hustle is too small, boom. Okay, now for me personally, I feel like a job, whenever you're working, try find a job that will be able to make you money even when you're not there. If you are someone that is a business owner, a business that can run itself, I feel like that's something that is smart. YouTube, for instance, like, even if I'm sleeping, even if I don't upload for a week, last week I took a break, but I was still making my coin, girl, okay, because people were watching my videos and stuff. And it's not just YouTube, you guys, it's a lot of things that you can do, blogging, whatever. There's a lot of things that you can do. So I found that working smarter than harder is actually, like, you know, a better plan. The next one says be patient. If you're not patient in this life, honestly, you're not gonna get anything, in my opinion. You need to be patient in life. Patient people get everything. Now, of course, I'm not saying be slow in life, but be patient. Allow things to grow, allow things, you know, take their form. Some people are just too impatient and it just ends up not working. Now 22 says people are snakes. Oh gosh, I was upset when I did this, for sure. Yeah, people are snakes, guys. Some people are snakes. So snakes will bite you when you're not looking, so you need to be very careful of that. Another thing again is that I've just gotten to a point in my life where I agree to disagree. I can come up with an opinion, you can come up with yours. If we can't find a middle ground, then we can at least agree on one thing, that we disagree. We don't need to fight, you know. Life is not that serious, as I said. So I've learned that. Actually, I got this from my stepbrother. So he used to say this all the time growing up, and I used to be like, he'd be like, let's just agree to disagree. Because, you know, I'm one of those that used to be like, no, but it's not like that. That's a 9. And he'll be like, it's a 6. And then he'll be like, let's agree to disagree. And I actually find that it was very smart. Honestly, just agree to disagree at times, you know. Death is part of life. Now, this is something that I've actually had to learn in life the hardest way. I used to live in a bubble where, you know, no loved one of mine would ever die. Like, what is death? And blah, blah, blah. I hate talking about this situation. It's still a problem for me. Maybe I'll, you know, come to terms with it when I'm 30. But I know it is part of life, even though it's a part of life that I'm not ready to accept. But obviously I live with it. It's been 6 years since my mom passed, so it's been a long time. The next one says God's love is real. I see God's love on a daily basis in my life. I get things that in my wildest dreams I never thought I would. I look at my life and I truly know that, wow, God loves me. I always say this, that my husband is my proof of how much God really loves me. If I didn't have that man, you guys, I don't know where my life would be. I've gone through so much in life, and with every single thing, that man has been there holding my hand, making sure that I'm okay. He really is my, like, if there's anything that I would say he's my one true proof that God really truly loves me, and God looks out for me, and God knows I'm in this planet, you know, and he has a plan for me. So other than that, of course, there are other things again, like you guys, YouTube channel, whatnot. But to be honest with you, God's love is real, and don't ever forget that. Another thing, never allow anyone write you off. Now obviously you guys do know, if you know my life story, you know that a lot of people had written me off life. It was like, she will never amount to anything, you know, because of our struggling so much. And when you're struggling, you look rough. How are you going to afford this makeup, girl? And when you're struggling, obviously you're not happy. I don't know how people say blah blah blah, hey, money can't buy you happiness. I get it, but it can buy you things that can make you happy. So to be honest with you guys, like, never let anyone write you off, no matter where you are in life, because on God, and you have the power for your own future. You can change the situation. You know, you can start a hustle and ask God to bless that hustle. Mine was YouTube, and God blessed it, showed up and showed off. And you can also do that. It's something that obviously is yours, and God will bless that. The next one says, not everything you are told is true. Wow, not everything you're told is true. Not everything you're told is true. I have just stopped just believing anything that someone tells me just because. Honestly, I've stopped. Not everything you're told is true. Okay, the next one says, forgiveness is for yourself. Wow. I used to be someone that used to hold grudges for the longest time, and I used to think like, yeah, you know, I'm disciplining that person. No, it's forgiveness is for yourself. When you forgive, I'm at a level in my life where I forgive even when an apology was not given. I may take my own time to process everything, but trust me, it won't take too long, because I feel like it's light. You know, you live your life freely when you've just forgiven. Like, just forgive and move on with your life, and don't ever like even have that thing of, no, karma will deal with that. When I forgive you, I don't even want karma behind your back. I just want you to live far away from me and live your life. That's it. And I'm gonna live my own life. The last one is, it's all going to be okay. I can't tell you how many times I've been in situations where I thought it's not going to be okay, it's not going to get better, but it does. And in all situations, it gets okay, and I'm really happy about that. I know the video got very long. I'm sorry for that. I tried to cut it, but I know some of you guys enjoyed these long videos. So yeah, I guess 30 minutes you killed. The next 30 minutes of video will be coming up, and it will be girls, okay? So please do tell me, guys, comment some few things that you guys have also learned in your life. And yeah, I love you guys. Stay blessed, and I'll see you guys in my next upload. Bye, my ninjas.